In a quiet village surrounded by green fields and chirping birds, lived a wise old grandmother named Mira and her bubbly 10-year-old granddaughter, Anya. Mira was known for her gentle nature and the stories she told, each packed with lessons and wisdom. Anya, however, had a little problem. She was hopelessly addicted to her shiny new mobile phone. From the moment Anya woke up to the time she went to bed, her eyes were glued to the screen. She played games, watched videos, and endlessly scrolled through pictures. Her world seemed to shrink into that tiny screen, and she hardly noticed the real world outside: birds singing, flowers blooming, and even the warmth of her grandmother's love. Grandma Mira noticed the change in Anya. She missed the days when Anya would excitedly help her bake cookies, chase butterflies in the garden, or listen wide eyed to her bedtime stories. Mira knew something had to be done, but scolding wasn't her way. Instead, she decided to use her wisdom to teach Anya a valuable lesson. One evening, as Anya lay sprawled on the couch with her phone, Grandma Mira sat beside her with an old, leather-bound book. "Anya," she said with a twinkle in her eye, "would you like to hear the story of the magical mirror?" Anya hesitated, her fingers still swiping on the screen. "Maybe later, Grandma. I'm busy." But Mira smiled patiently and began the story anyway. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a young princess named Arya. Like you, Arya loved a magical mirror gifted to her by a traveling wizard. The mirror showed her beautiful lands, exciting games, and fascinating stories. Arya became so enchanted by the mirror that she forgot about her kingdom. She stopped visiting the gardens, playing with her pets, and even talking to her people. One day, the wizard returned and saw Arya's pale face and weary eyes. He warned her, "The mirror drains your time and steals your real life. If you cannot set it down, your kingdom will crumble and you will lose yourself." But Arya ignored him. Anya paused her game, intrigued. "What happened next, Grandma?" Mira continued. The princess realized her mistake when her pet dove, whom she loved dearly, flew away. She chased after it and found herself in the middle of her kingdom, now dull and lifeless. Arya finally understood what she had been missing: her people, her friends, the joy of the real world. She shattered the mirror and vowed never to let it control her again. Her kingdom flourished, and she became the happiest princess once more. Anya sat quietly, the phone forgotten in her lap. Was Arya happy without her mirror? More than ever, Mira said. She filled her days with real adventures, not ones trapped in a screen. The next morning, Mira gave Anya a challenge. For 1 week, let's live like Arya did after she broke the mirror. No mobile phones unless absolutely necessary. Instead, we'll have a new adventure each day. If you don't feel happier by the end, I'll let you play on the phone as much as you like." Anya hesitated but agreed. On day one, they baked cookies together. Anya laughed as flour puffed into the air and decorated cookies with colorful icing. On day two, they went for a walk by the river. Anya spotted kingfishers, skipped stones, and even climbed a tree. By day three, they started a small garden. Anya planted sunflower seeds and eagerly waited to see them grow. Day four was storytelling night. Mira taught Anya to make shadow puppets, and they acted out tales on the wall. By day five, they were painting the fence. Anya's creative side blossomed as she painted little flowers and patterns. By the end of the week, Anya was glowing with joy. Her laughter filled the house, and her cheeks had regained their rosy color. I don't even miss my phone anymore, Grandma, she admitted. Real life is so much more fun. From that day on, Anya used her phone only occasionally. She had learned to find joy in the world around her and the love of her wise grandmother. Grandma Mira smiled with satisfaction, knowing she had taught Anya one of the most important lessons of life. Real happiness cannot be found in a screen. It's all around us, waiting to be discovered. And so, the bond between grandmother and granddaughter grew stronger, and their days were filled with stories, laughter, and love. Moral of the story: technology can be helpful, but it should never replace the beauty of real life connections and experiences. Balance is the key to happiness.